Okay, Hero Comics here. Next is Hero Comics, Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. I was thinking about your mama jokes, your mama stuff. I think it was Wild Nine. I think one of the games that I found in the garage. Wild Nine basically said had a point where you're free falling as the titular hero. This dude with a basically he has a rig on his hand. He has basically this rig that he can use to do Silver the Hedgehog things, where he can basically grab, use electricity to grab to cause telekinesis to grab objects and enemies and throw them into stuff. Okay, and during this free falling level, he's falling through a shaft and he has to throw enemies and stuff away. When he does that, he'll say, "Your mama, your grandma, your grandma." So I was just like, yeah. And then I instantly went from that to this one girl on Fresh Prince, who was a boxing coach, trying to teach Will Smith's character how to fight, how to box a bit. And he's like, "Yo, come on, girl." And he's basically, "Oh, girl, see, I don't want to have to fight with you, hit you or anything." That's just mean. That's just rough. She's like, "Your mama." And I'm like, "Oh," it's like, "Oh," he's like, "All right, come here." Ooh, so I'm like, "Ooh, don't do that." So you're on with the transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail, basically me reacting to screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are responsive comments. I may guess deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. You don't like what I say? Go ahead, go watch something else. Don't like say hate speech in my videos, because there's hate speech in my videos. It's speech hate. That's another story. Let's continue on. People getting things wrong with these conversations and mutual mental authority versus basic biology, and then getting to off about that. It's good to get vaccinated so you can stop the spread of germs. Help stop the spread of germs. If you get sick, then vaccinations can help out. Help you get over that quicker. This window is just a little tiny window. Part of the house. It's you can see sunlight out of it when it's daytime. It's not daytime right now. It's nighttime, but you can see sunlight out of it. I've heard birds chirping nearby, so apparently they can have a nest nearby. But yeah, it's very small. It's probably for air, a little bit of air, a little ventilation, but not really interesting right now. It's winter. It's cold, so it's closed, and I think it's like plastic on top of it. Yeah, there's plastic on top of that. So it's close. That's how that goes. So check out more not safe for work fan art. I got me Gumball stuff. I got Gumball's grandma over here. Unfortunately, so I had to give Gumball's grandma penis and testicles to some of these, which is nasty. She's a female. Give her the wrong genitals. Yes, they did. Yeah, they sure did. Yeah, then they give her the right genitals. There you go. There's her vulva. There's her vulva. Yeah, there it is, getting filled with bunches of sperm leaking out of it. Very nice. Several pictures of that. Oh yeah. Showing off her body, beautiful female body. There's a twerk battle over here. Like twerking for the dudes. They just mated with Candace in there. Candace from Phineas and Ferb. That's nice. Yeah, we'll see her all growing up next. Yep. Definitely. Very beautiful. Very glorious. Their advertisement for basically a girl making a dude happy with her mouth while skydiving. That sounds very unpleasant, uncomfortable there. Yeah. Lots and lots of the grandma. Oh gosh, she is very nice, very nice indeed. That's where her daughter gets that stuff. So let's continue on here. That tangent hate mail and everything else. Let's go. Where are we? Click on the screenshot. Do it again. Don't rename it. Just click on it. What we got? Oh yeah. Someone was making fun of kung fu, and I was saying, I'll admit there are some good techniques in MMA, but it's not invincible. The double leg takedown can be devastating, but your face is at snap kick height. Of course, you sidestep, kick, like that. Sidestep. Well, different ways to do that. There are ways to defend against that stuff. Okay, here we go. Here, back to transgender stuff. What's this? Scared of the truth. No one but you made his. Else but you made his. Pull that Bible out your behind. Open your eyes. Your argument is so weak it's laughable. Ignore me while I don't. Ignore while I don't find any good rebuttal for these arguments of yours that are so weak they're laughable. How pathetic you have to be to get that you cannot tolerate when people don't lead the same life as you. When it's talking about lies and deceit and poison and danger. The world's not revolving around you only. I sure God with lowercase g. It's not fun if your hearsay you get directly from the Bible, pretending to be all knowing, wasting away a whole year in the comment section. God's way will show some people in time. Who are you to try to sabotage divine plans that involve lying, deceit, and running away from God? If God had created caterpillars whose true forms are butterflies, God has also created people whose bodies need to change, reach their true form, and get their wings. Bullcrap. Basically, it's not what's going on. What happened is their bodies are fine. They have to learn to change their minds. To learn to accept that. And I say, if you ever be completely comfortable in your skin, why transition? Why just accept your body as is and act the way you want to act? That's what you need to do. Because it's reality over there. Oh, yeah, here you go. Here's the answer to that. I'm sorry. I was like, sorry, but caterpillars and humans are two different things. But humans do go through a change as they grow. It's called puberty. It doesn't turn a male into a female or a female into a male. You're just transitioning. All they can do is lie about their biological sex with preferred pronouns and disguise themselves as the sex they want to trick people into thinking they are. That they want to trick people into thinking they are. That's not divine. That's devilish. What does darkness do? It conceals and misdirects. Sound familiar? What does light do? It exposes the truth. Yep. Sorry. You're calling darkness light. And light. Darkness. Poles reversed. Yeah, awesome. Look how fast it is. Yes. Look, I already said that MMA has some good techniques. Well, I say, kicks are not exclusive to Kung Fu. Kicks are not everything in a fight. They're not easy as you think to pull off. Most people aren't going to stand there and do nothing. And like those demonstrations of karate or Kung Fu, they actually move and resist. And no Kung Fu fighter has ever been in the octagon yet. Ignore the ones that use MMA. They'll use Wing Chun in Kung Fu. You'll know the ones that use Wing Chun, and actually do a pretty good job. With all those awesome punches of theirs. Ignore that. Like, nope, not ignoring it. Like someone says Kung Li is Sanda, not traditional Kung Fu. Wing Chun is Kung Fu. Which basically what Kung Fu had to evolve for actual fighting, according to Liza is told. Ignore the fact that Kung Fu has been used to fight against bandits and others, killers for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Ignore that. Ignore that. Because that ruins my argument. Anyway, and I say, look, I already said MMA has good techniques, but I will not say that Kung Fu is useless. That helps people get faster, stronger, just like these guys in the video. So I'm going to have to agree to disagree on this one. They get it wrong. Kung Fu, with all those, with the dancing in there and the stuff like that. Well, that stuff is important. To learn to get out the way is important. To learn to dodge, to move, to do that stuff. That's how it goes. Come on. Someone says, my 2 cents is a comfortable skinned male. Trans people are comfortable skinned people have differences, and that's okay. When we think about how we treat people in society, we treat them with read more. And so I said, chill out about hero comics. He's doing this to be popular or some crap. Like this other guy making sexist comments or that other guy being the other person being every phobic and every ist. You can't convince him to stop being transphobic when he's this transphobic already. I know that you believe what they say. And I say, if I'm just doing this for a comment, lol, so why erase my comment? Because it's no laughing matter for them. Truth is no laughing matter for them. Truth ticks them off. Their lies have been, they're living on lies for a long time. Trying to hide behind lies, hide truth with their lies, and it doesn't work. Let's go. So it says, I am not a girl or a boy. I just want people to accept that. All right, for all those people who don't get what, read more. And I say, if someone says physically you are one or the other, lol, someone else said this, it's so, I want to say it. And that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Also, that doesn't make sense. I get a thumbs up. And I say, it's very simple what's going on here. This person is confused about what makes that person male or female. It's what reproductive organs you were born with. Read more. You lay your body. Someone else. Here goes, stupid. Then someone says, hey, don't apologize for comment being long. I loved reading it. That a-hole is completely wrong about the trans community. According to Liza, I was told. As a gender fluid person myself, getting it wrong, it's trying to speak for trans people and saying that trans weirdos won't see that they aren't trans. Or doesn't want to conform to gender roles. They don't. Transphobia, homophobia, and racism is all horrible. And people who are any of these don't have love and happiness. The Bible doesn't say anything about being gay or trans other than all stuff it says about being gay or trans. People use that excuse for awful people through lies and are going directly to to hell through lies. Yes, I know I'm going to hell for being lesbian. You through lies. Guess what? I'm going to the pride. Well, not really. Through lies. Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to the pride ring. There's a pride ring. All LGBT people just part of Twitter ideas like that. They get the comments through lies. Well, crap. You need to reread the Bible. There are verses against lying and envy, and that is the core of the transgender lifestyle. Go. Got it wrong. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt.